This is the S&P 500 SPDR ETF SPY one-day reading for December 3rd, 2024. It's currently November 18th, 2024, 9:27 p.m. Eastern Time. SPY at the time of this reading, $588.15 USD. The shuffle video for the December 3rd reading was created on October 15th, 2024 at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, we're going to get into the hour-by-hour chart behavior, as well as timing the highs, the lows, and the best trade opportunities. But before we do that, I just want to make sure you're aware. The whole purpose of the channel is to transmute some of the competitive energy of the stock market into goodwill, and we do that by following the rule of karma for the channel. It's a threefold agreement between the universe and anybody utilizing this information for personal gain. Nothing wrong with gaining from this information as long as you are simultaneously helping other people. So the way that you do that is you go to our website, Tarot for Traders, to the resources tab. 5% of all profits should be donated forward to one of these charities here. Just click a link and donate. It's super easy. And 5% of the profit should be donated back to the channel through one of these links. If you're international, you can use the app Wise. It's reliable, or you can use crypto. There's a ton of different QR codes for crypto donations. It leaves you at 90%. That's way more than a stockbroker would ever leave you with. With that said, guys, make sure to follow through on that rule of karma. As long as you do that, the universe considers you an angel investor of the channel. It's going to send it back to you tenfold for following through. Blessings to all my angel investors. Let's get back into it. The overall theme and behavior for the day, we have a nullified Valor card, so that makes for a little bit of a tricky read. I usually try to avoid days where the theme card is nullified, but let's look into it in a little bit more detail and see what we can determine. Behavior around the highest high, we have a period of volatility and a sharp drop that'll stand out in that period of volatility. There should be also a rally into that highest high, offering opportunity to open up a short or close a long. Behavior on the lowest low, an unexpected move to the upside out of the low, and I'm advised to trade around a notable decline, probably like a market-wide kind of decline. Should affect the majority of stocks, and it looks like that's taking place like between the closed of the second and the pre-market or open of the third. So there's some tricky stuff going on there. Now, we're going to get into the hour-by-hour chart behavior, as well as timing the highs, the lows, and the best trade opportunities. But before we do that, I just want to make sure you're aware. The whole purpose of the channel is to transmute some of the competitive energy of the stock market into goodwill, and we do that by following the rule of karma for the channel. It's a threefold agreement between the universe and anybody utilizing this information for personal gain. Nothing wrong with gaining from this information as long as you are simultaneously helping other people. So the way that you do that is you go to our website, Tarot for Traders, to the resources tab. 5% of all profits should be donated forward to one of these charities here. Just click a link and donate. It's super easy. And 5% of the profit should be donated back to the channel through one of these links. If you're international, you can use the app Wise. It's reliable, or you can use crypto. There's a ton of different QR codes for crypto donations. It leaves you at 90%. That's way more than a stockbroker would ever leave you with. With that said, guys, make sure to follow through on that rule of karma. As long as you do that, the universe considers you an angel investor of the channel. It's going to send it back to you tenfold for following through. Blessings to all my angel investors. Let's get back into it. All right, so like I said, we've got some sort of fake out in the pre-market, and most likely we're declining in the pre-market into a low or a trough of some kind right around the open, out of which there should be a notable move to the upside just at the open or in the first half hour. But either way, there's like a high that we rally into. In the first half hour, we should see decline through multiple supports. Between roughly 10 and 11, we've got a move higher and a full retracement of that move. I'd say between 10 and 11, we most likely have the move higher, but the decline off of that move higher might start a little sooner. I think it's probably starting just after 11. But, give it a little wiggle room there, because it's a unicursal hexagram indicating one of two things. Most likely that we have a sharp drop there on a one-day chart, like a significant sharp drop on a one-day chart off of that peak. So there's a move higher and then a sharp drop off of the peak. That sharp drop will take us into a low for the day, out of which we have a fast sudden move higher, probably just before noon or right around noontime. Fast sudden move higher taking us into a peak. Yeah, it actually looks like we've got a highest high and a lowest low right around 11 o'clock, give or take like 35 minutes or so. Probably later than 11, but somewhere right around there. It should be, I'm getting two indications of a really sharp decline on a one-day chart there, so I'd be very careful. But we do rally at some point between 12 and 1 into a crest, I should say. Crest turns over, and the crest turns over around like 1:30, and then there's a range that's highlighted on a one-day chart minimum, an important range that's highlighted, probably a multi-day scale range that's highlighted between 2 and 3. There's a failed attempt to break through key resistance in the last hour, followed by a decline through key support, but technicals are going to lead us to believe that we're going to break through that resistance. Instead, we turn around and decline through key support, and right around the close, we've got to move higher through key resistance, a full retracement of that move back down. Should be an opportunity. There's possibly an opportunity right in the close there with a move to the upside that would offer opportunity to open up a short, but it's a little tricky, so wait to see or follow along with the early access subscription. I'll show you guys how to get that at the end of the video. All right, so provided that we decline into this Ace of Cups at the open, I would say that's opportunity to close a short or open up a long. If you open up the long, you're going to want to close that long when you see this big move to the upside. It's tricky, but there would be most likely another opportunity, but you don't want to wait for it because it gets kind of wild. So if you can catch that move to the upside before the unicursal drop, move between 10 and 11, you'll want to, into a high for the day thus far, you'll want to close that long position. You could also open up a short scalp there and close that scalp probably around noontime. If you miss the opportunity to close the long, you'll most likely have opportunity in the last hour. And if you miss the opportunity to close that short, what I recommend doing is holding it. If you miss an opportunity to close a short scalp right around noontime, I would say what you should do is hold it. It'll become a multi-day short position, but you also want to make sure to open up a long position at some point today to balance out any risk that we have tomorrow, because it does look like we go higher before we go lower, and you don't want to miss out on that game. And that's SPY for December 3rd, 2024. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button. As always, make sure to follow that rule of karma. Blessings to all my angel investors, and I'll show you guys how to get that early access subscription. It's the earliest you can get access to any of the public posts, as well as it's where you get access to the Discord, the live Discord trade alerts, and live updated trading view charts, all part of our early access subscription for S&P 500. Super valuable. So the way that you get that is you go to our website, Tarot for Traders, hover over order now, click on subscriptions, subscribe to early access to all of our public readings, early access to the S&P 500 readings, S&P 500 Discord trade alerts, and also we have live updated trading view chart links. This is $60 a month, my friends. If you are lucky enough to go for this deal during the Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend, it will be $35 for the lifetime of your subscription. That's insanity, guys. This is my life's work, but I want to give people an opportunity to see what it's all about, because we're doing crazy things, way crazier than just the S&P. So much love and appreciation to everybody that goes ahead and does that. Blessings to all my angel investors. I'll see you guys on the next one.